Why is O2 nonpolar? So O2 is also referred to as diatomic oxygen. So it's just two oxygen atoms attached to each other. So to determine a molecule's polarity, you would need to draw out its Lewis structure and then determine its molecular geometry, or its shape. So there can be unequal sharing of electrons in individual bonds, and there are in a nonpolar molecule like O2. These bonds are evenly distributed because of the way it's shaped, and therefore the pull of electrons cancels each other out. So I'm going to draw that out because once I draw out the Lewis structure, it will be much more clear what I mean by sharing of electrons. So I'm just going to draw out the Lewis structure of O2, so two oxygen atoms, doubly bonded to each other, and then each has two sets of lone pairs. So to make sure that I have drawn this correctly, I would count the number of electrons that each atom has to make sure that they have a complete octet. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. So keep in mind that there are two electrons in each bond, and they are being shared between the two atoms. So based on the way the electrons are drawn out in the Lewis structure, this shape of O2 is considered linear. And then to determine its polarity, we need to determine the dipole moment. So each oxygen atom is electronegative, but because of its shape, the pull of electrons is equal between both because it is symmetrical. So what we mean by dipole moment is that the electrons in the bonds will be slightly pulled more towards the more electronegative atom than the least electronegative atom. So this is represented as a dipole moment with these sorts of arrows. So the electrons in these bonds will want to go towards this oxygen atom. They will also want to go towards this one because they are of equal electronegativity. So because it is a symmetrical atom and the pull is equivalent on both sides, the dipole moments cancel each other out, and that's what makes O2 nonpolar.